even if it's not true. They're just gonna paint you know?
Somebody's gonna always say something about it. It's always gonna come up. You're always gonna find yourself defending yourself one way or another. That's just how it works. 70% of the world is dumb as f***. So 10% of the people gonna cling on to it.
I just interviewed Joe Tacopina, A$AP Rocky's lawyer.
Oh, nice.
That's a boss right there.
Yeah. I asked him, I said, how much does it cost to, if I have a gun case, how much does it cost, to get you, to represent me? He goes, a lot. I said, okay, let me rephrase this. I said,
Vlad technique, man.
I said, I have a lawyer, for example, one of my lawyers, she charges $950 an hour. How much do you charge per hour? He said, $2,400 an hour. I said, God damn.
Jesus.
Okay.
God damn. I've never heard $2,400 an hour before.
So what's the ballpark on what somebody like
Whack,
Rocky
whack.
had to spend to get off?
No, I don't think he paid that much.
You
Couple
spend
million?
money on lawyers. Have you heard $2,400?
No, that's crazy.
I've never heard $2,400.
I don't think Rocky paid that. Like, I remember the old Snoop Dogg line when he did, like, So Seductive, and he was talking about the producer. He's like, listen, he says, what you gonna charge me, you're gonna charge 10 times them other niggas. You ain't gonna tell me their price.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm putting you on. Like, this Joe Tacopina dude, he's put on. This case put him on. Now, he had a reputation, too, so I'm not saying, like, he's a bum-ass lawyer. But now, like, him and Brian Steele, like, come on. Like, yo, these guys are, like, billing through, like, even their paralegal assistant, who's, like, just looking up shit, is probably saying $200 an hour.
Yeah.
So they're taxing the shit out of anyone, especially if you got it. You get what I'm saying? But $2,400, like right now, I can see it happening.
$2,400 an hour. I have never heard of.
Yo,
price
if you
like
You
shot
that.
a
asked
nigga?
him was, what's the average amount of hours you end up
Yeah, I
billing?
know. He wasn't going.
Then
You tried to get Brian Steele?
I've seen him with 2 Richard Mills on in interviews. Like he's getting it.
You're trying to get Brian Steele and it ain't worked out yet?
Brian Steele?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Did you try to get him on
Interview.
interview? as well?
Yeah, we haven't gotten him. But I got Drew Finley.
Okay.
That's Lil Durk's lawyer,
Right.
NBA Young Boy's lawyer, and he was YFN Lucci's lawyer right when he got him off.
Right.
Young boy's coming home in a month.
Yeah.
Wow.
Young boy's coming home in a month. I'm still waiting on Dirk asked me for my email. He's trying to text me. Or no, he's emailed me. I didn't know they could email from the penitentiary.
Yeah, they get email from the feds.
You're gonna be
Those
sending
I would
got
out
definitely
album
be his,
coming out, right?
I'll be his pen pal. Yeah.
Who's going to be on there? Do you know?
So his album was supposed to come out, I think either the month after or the same month he got arrested. And then what usually happens with everyone.
Why wouldn't he just wait till he come home? He coming home in a month.
Nah,
He's talking about Dirk now.
We're talking about Dirk.
Okay.
I mean, it's the same thing that happened with 6ix9ine. It's the same thing that happened with a lot of these guys who have RICO cases. Like, first of all, the label is like, yo, I'm not clearing this. Like, even, when it came to 6ix9ine, he had to go through Create to drop. Like, 10K was like, we're not putting out Dummy Boy after you just called a RICO. You crazy as hell. They about to come here and subpoena all the recordings, all the masters, all the mixes. And, so they said no. I do know Dirk's label. They were trying to be as careful as possible. And, shout to DJ Bands and, Dirk's team, they sanitized it. They sanitized it to a point where it's like, yo, it's really good music, but he ain't talking no shit that could be used in the thing. And that's kind of interesting.
I tell you this right now, we got a thing going on with the incarcerated. Tory Lanez is in the lead. Tory Lanez album was hot.
Tory Lanez he's doing it independent.
He's doing it independent, really on the little jail thing. You can hear it. I can hear the little concrete echo behind him. It's crazy.
Do you realize the law is getting a lot of, like, even when Cardi played, so Cardi called me a night or two before the album was gonna come out, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna play the whole album. And he's kind of like giving me a little story with everything, but like, he's like, yo, I got Thug on here. He's like, Thug ain't talking no gangster shit. And I'm like, well, legally he can't. I mean, he can't say nothing, which that's like the change for like, even YoungBoy coming home on probation, like certain things he can't do. Like, I'm wondering how their music gonna be. Like,
I don't know, bro. That's different. He just paroling from the feds, bro. Like, I don't see them putting them type of stipulations on
They did
YoungBoy.
already, though.
Who?
No, YoungBoy.
They're talking about YoungBoy.
Thug got conditions because he got that bullshit ass.
You know what the difference between Dirk and Thug is? Is that to me, when I listen to Dirk, it's like the drama and the violence and the descriptions of things that you really know what the f he's talking about is actually a big part of listening to Dirk. I listened to Thug for all those years and never really sniffed out that he was really doing this thing out there. So to me, that's like, I don't really need Thug to be rapping about violence. Dirk, without talking about any violence, it's yet to be seen
Hold on.
if anybody's going to really tune into that.
Yo, here's the thing with YoungBoy though, right? And this is what they told me about, like his last when he got out. Fortunately, he just keeps
because he was still fighting the case.
No, it wasn't then. It was he had to resolve something. This is before he caught that gun case in Louisiana, and then got caught in California. They said that they had him, and this is kind of normal. You can't be around gang members, so he wanted to go on tour, and they said, "Well, who's on the lineup?" They said, "Unless you're trying to violate, and we're gonna arrest you, you can't be around gang members." Now, even work-wise, they worked out a deal that he had to hire either this like these off-duty cops, or I don't know if it was I don't think it was U.S. Marshals. He couldn't linger in the venue. They escorted him to the stage and escorted him out, just because at these venues there were people that were gang members and other people that were supposedly affiliated with him, that they're saying this is the only way you could guarantee that you're not violating. And he had to do that for a while. So they would flank him. He would have like managers or whoever like that's just not affiliated walk straight to the stage, perform, and he has to get out. He hasn't, he has right now. They've been offering him like $600,000 a show. They think he could do arenas.
Wow.
When he's coming out, and with the stipulations, that might be one of the things. But we're gonna see how it works out.
Wait, they only offered him $600 in an arena.
Well, it seems a little low, doesn't it?
That's low as hell.
No. Well, it's not
arena,
low.
You lose out $1 million when you play in an arena, bro.
Well,
unless
it
they
depends on price point though.
Unless they scaling that shit down to like 10,000 or something.
No, we're not talking about full arenas. Sometimes lower bowls.
Yeah,
and what happens too is like, if you're dealing with, I went through this with Rod Wave. Is like, he fills an arena. Like I went to the Toyota Center in Houston. He fills it, but you're not charging like Drake tickets on average are like $200, $300. Like a $200, $300 ticket for a YoungBoy or Rod Wave shows, you damn near getting a meet and greet. You're paying $40.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. So it's like when it's lesser money, and after you pay whatever, So
how do you feel about Drake being so stressed out about Kendrick's success? He canceled his tour.
Oh,
what? No, he's not. Yo, Drake FaceTimed me last night. He's in Houston.
No, he canceled the tour, bro. We saw it.
Yo, Drake called me Houston last night. He put his pops on the phone.
No, we're not talking about last night. We saw it.
It was poorly routed.
No. Ain't no routing. You approve your routing before you leave. You talking to a manager. How do you feel about him being so stressed out, mentally going, no,
let's
you
talk
whoop
manager.
that shit when you be on your live.
Let's
so
talk
now
manager.
we hear live and direct.
Let's talk manager.
How do you feel about Drake being so stressed out
I think Top
that
Dog
he canceled his tour
I think Top
for the
Dog
Kendrick success?
Top Dog.
Say it again.
Top Dog.
Say it again.
He called in the favor to say, Wack, you can't be that neutral no more on social because you were so neutral at first. Now it's all Kendrick, West up. It's all that.
He's a rat.
No, who?
Drake's a rat.
How?
He blew the whistleblower.
Wait, so let me ask you a question.
A lawsuit?
Let me ask you a
Ain't
question.
no lawsuit,
Suing your record. Suing your record label's a rat.
Bro,
you're a manager. No, you're a manager. So if Interscope didn't pay out everything they owed to the game, or Geffen actually, or let's say Koch, wherever he's released, if he sues them,
you didn't think I was gonna let you get up out of here without us politicking this.
Is that a rat?
Did you watch what UMG said? Let's touch on this. The first important thing UMG said was because Drake lost the rap battle to Kendrick. UMG said this.
Okay.
Right?
How does that?
You
said a rat.
Hold on, I'm gonna get to this. We released his songs.
This is how he put you in a trick
We
bag.
released his songs when he said all the heinous things about Kendrick. Kendrick said nothing.
But how is he a rat?
I'm gonna tell you.
The rat. You ain't get there yet.
This
is what Wack does.
When you start talking federal offenses, payola, that's ratting. Especially when you're talking about this very same thing that helped you climb the ladder. Now it's a problem.
Hold on. Can I make a hold on?
Bro,
I want
Joseph Isgo is a close friend of mine. He did 10 years in the feds for payola.
You're using weird street
rules.
This a fact. You're using weird street rules for this. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. If
payola
and Vlad again, you know, this is Godfather over here, and I would never expose any of our conversation. But let me just ask you a question because I think you might have some experience.
Okay.
If an employee sues an employer to say, hey, listen, I worked certain hours. I was supposed to get compensated based on overtime, but you didn't.
Right.
So I wasn't paid the adequate amount. So and maybe they approach the person and say they want to pay, so they sue them. Is that ratting?
No.
That's not ratting.
No.
So you saying that Drake's suing UMG? How is that ratting?
And he's justified a million different lawsuits over the years, including street dudes. But for some reason, this one is ratting.
Because, okay, let me ask
Top
you
dog
something.
send the kite. That's what happened.
The best argument against it is that it's against the spirit of hip hop, not that it's
ratting. Let me tell you how our gangster is. We ain't even got to tell each other. We know what to do. Check this out. So you telling me, right? Now, I'm really like you telling me. The very same tools that was used to catapult Drake, he never said nothing about it. Now he's saying payola, a federal offense. Joseph Israel, Google him. He's one of the last. He's one of the last Gambino family members standing.
Bingo.
He broke Michael Jackson, Van Halen through the means of payola. They gave him 10 years in the feds
You have
for
a point
payola.
there. I'm giving you a point
Come
there.
on, bro.
Hold on. I'm giving you a point to say,
Yo,
could we make could we make an argument
Hey,
that
bro, let Top Dog and Kendrick in here. I got a surprise for you. Oh, we're not playing. Let Top and Kendrick in here.
they're not harmful.
What?
Drake want to catch a
I was going to do that same thing with Hit a J3. I thought it was more believable. I was going to say Hit a J3 was here just because I thought it'd be a little more believable. You a little nervous being in LA?
Nah.
No, being here. Like
here?
Here, I'm like, yo, those the
Luce is locked up.
Huh?
Luce is locked up, so he ain't going to beat your head in with his gun.
From jail. He called me before you.
Wait,
guaranteed.
He's coming home?
No, he called me before you.
I talked to him last night.
He thinks you lined him up. I ain't going to say too much. He think I had him lined up.
I talked to him last night.
I talked to him last night, too. I guarantee you.
First question he asked me, how'd last night's episode do?
Could I ask
He's still counting views from behind the wall.
The first thing he said to me,
that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
the first thing he said to
right
me,
there.
you the only person who I could trust to put out a statement for me.
Oh, he's a snake.
I tweeted that out.
He should trust me.
Hell no.
He playing the game.
No, hold on. Yo, Whack.
Now you
He hollered at you too, didn't he?
No, Whack. I'm gonna be honest with you. And you I was gonna ask you about bail money for Brick or a lawyer.
Nah, he gets
I've been talking
next
to his
court
mom.
date May 15th.
Yeah, you got it.
He got extended.
Hold on, I'm gonna be
He
honest
already
with you.
beat you out of bail money.
Hold on.
Yeah, he already got some bail
Now-
money.
He got
Yeah.
bail money he didn't even use for bail. He didn't have a bail.
Yo, and by the way, I'm gonna bring Vlad into this too. This is platform shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. And